guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So I made it. Hopefully you can see. I cannot see because I'm staring directly in the sun, but I'm doing it for your benefit. Hopefully you can see behind me that I have made it to the machine shop. Makeup is already done behind the eyes. But yeah, I'm staring at the sun, so glasses were necesito today. We made it. We grabbed something to eat. The band, let me see if I can pan around, and I think maybe you can see an unsuspecting Drew back there from one of the bands from Nocturnal Affair. Yeah, we're safe and sound. Everything was all good. Everybody's waiting and everything. Not much of an update other than that because nothing is popping yet, but here we are. And yeah, no crocheting got done because no crocheting got done. But it's okay. I'll make up for it tonight, and I'll hopefully get the squares done later. If not, I'll get them done tomorrow. Tomorrow's video, this video may be coming out later anyway, so that I have a little bit more to edit together maybe later. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna head back over to the line, but I will catch you guys later. I love you, and I will see you later. Bye. Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to day 21 of Vlogtober, which I know is A, very, very late, and B, probably going to be very, very rushed. It's like 8 o'clock at night, my time, which is more than 12 hours later than when I usually do it. I apologize for those who are used to our little morning routine when I have it up at, like 3, 4 in the morning. I'm sorry. I did warn you guys it was going to be late today, because I didn't get home. Nate and I ended up going. David did decide at the last minute that it was just going to be it was too much. He wasn't going to be able to sleep, and even though it sucked for him to miss the concert, it was just too much. And I agreed with him. Like, I really wish he would have been able to go. I think it would have been a lot of fun for him to go. Like, ideally, it would have been awesome to have him and Nate both go. I only had one extra ticket, though, and they were sold out. I mean, I probably could have pulled some strings if I, honestly, but I didn't really think about that. But the point of the story was it was too much for him anyway. Ideally, I wish he would have been able to go, though. But so Nate and I, anyway, way off topic. I said it's going to be quick, and here I go jumping off topic in the first minute. We didn't roll back into town until very late, and I was so tired. Maverick, usually comes down for breakfast. If he's been upstairs with David, he comes down for breakfast at around 5 in the morning. So we got home before 5, but I was waiting up, and we had just decided to let Nate sleep over in the spare room. So he was going to do that, but Nate said, "Oh, wait, I'll wait to go to bed until you go to bed." I was going to go upstairs once David came down. So we stayed up just hanging out and talking and stuff, or at least that was the plan. What ended up happening was Nate sat up at the table by the computers. I sat in my chair. We put a video on YouTube just to watch, and I kept falling asleep. I was so tired. Every so often he'd be like, hey, you awake? No, I was not. And then Maverick did come downstairs pretty early, so Maverick was sleeping next to me until time for me to feed him, and then it was just a matter of me waiting till David got downstairs, and then I was like, okay, I'm, have a good day at work, honey. Nate, have a good night. I'm going to bed. Come on, Maverick, let's go. Hopefully I can make it to bed without falling asleep. So, today, this is the most energy I've had since I got up. I slept in, and I always have I know I've explained this on the channel before. I always have what I call like my Fozzie hangover, and this is it today. It's a little bit less today because I only got to see them once. Which that sucks for me more because like normally during their tours I see them 2, 3, 4 times. And it's been a full year. So like I miss them. I miss them a lot. I wish I'd gotten to see them more often, but you know, it is what it is. Any of you guys who have been friends with people who just are very busy people, I mean, or if you're a very busy person yourself, I mean, you know what it's like when you just don't get to see people as often as you want to and everything. So it is what it is. But yeah, I miss them. So I wish I'd gotten to see them more, than just the one show. But we got in all the like hugs and I miss yous and loves that we could get in, you know, while they were there. Till next time. Chris was promising, he's like, we're going to do more Michigan shows. You know, I said, you promise, you know, like make sure you do. And then I told them I was really sorry. 'Cause like normally I would drive further, you know, but I just couldn't do it this time. Yeah, not with, not with the schedules that we've been having lately. And I'll tell you what, by the time I got home, like just going to the one concert felt like I had been like on my feet on like the busiest day of work ever for me. So, and that was just like, the concert was not as long as, you know, a 10 or 12 hour day at work for sure. But, you know, there's a lot of moving around and headbanging, and you know, you use more of your body headbanging than just your neck and your head. I'm just saying, for those of you who are not usually ones to do something like that, you use more of your body than just this area. You tend to use your feet too, like everything moves. Just saying. You find that out when other parts of your body are injured, just how much you actually move those parts of your body. Yeah, so just everything hurt when I got home, because like I've talked before about how like my knees and my back and everything hurt more now to compensate for my feet. Well, like everything hurt more from all of the concerting that I did, because, you know, stupid me, I didn't go, well, I'm kind of injured, let me just hang back a little bit. No, I did my full supportive friend upfront concert experience, you know. That was me. So no. But it was their 25th reunion tour, you know. I had to, not reunion, but 25th anniversary tour. Yeah, I think that's what the name was. I was gonna be right there up front, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I spent most of the day. I slept in, which was, it was good that Nate was tired. He was downstairs sleeping in. I got up. I think he got up like roughly the same time. He might have been up before me a little bit, but we got up somewhat the same time, I'm thinking. And then our big plans of hanging out, like I had already told him last night when I realized how much I was hurting, I was like, I'm not going to be good for like, we're not going to be going out and doing a lot, you know, like I'm cool with hanging around the house if you want to like just hang out. And he was cool with that because I think he was tired too. We ended up going out and getting some food and bringing it back, eating with Maverick and dinking around on Pokemon Go just on our phones for a while. And that was it. Like he ended up going home after that. And then that was my day. I caught up on my squares, and David got home, and I told him all about the concert then, because when he wakes up in the morning, he doesn't have very much time. So I told him I'd fill him in, you know, today. And hopefully, like the reason why I'm keeping this short is we're going to have like this much time to play some Warcraft. And then he's going to go to bed. My plan for the night is to work on my squares that I'm about to draw so that we can have a proper Vlogtober video tonight. Yeah, But yeah, so I've just been kind of in my Fozzie hangover stage where I'm just, you know, a little sad that it's over. And but when I've only seen them once, it's a little bit easier on me because it's not as much. I don't have as much to be sad about. I haven't seen them for like multiple days, if that makes sense. I don't know. In a way that makes sense, and in a way I'm kind of like, I feel like I should be sadder because I've only seen them once and now I don't get to see them. So like I guess I see it both ways, but yeah, the way my brain works, it's like I haven't seen them that much, so there's not as much to be sad about. But I guess I'm thankful for that right now. I did do a really short video clip because yeah, I got no crocheting done in the car, nothing. The ride there was just, I don't know. I just, like, I took a bag with me. It was a rushed, ready to get going trip. Nate was grumpy on the way there. And when people are grumpy, I don't know, I just get like quiet. So I don't know, I didn't end up pulling out my crochet because I don't know, when I'm feeling quiet, I just kind of sit there. So I didn't get any crocheting done. He got over his grumpy when we got there though. Fozzie has that magic. You know, when it's Fozzie Day, nobody can really stay in a bad mood that long. Honestly, I've never seen it. Like, you can even be fighting with somebody. I've seen people, like, if I go with a group or anything, you know, you can be in a fight with somebody and eventually you're just gonna get over it. It's just like Fozzie magic. I don't know. It's the excitement of being there, I'm sure, but it's not like he was like super mad, right? He was just grumpy. So he got over it. Yeah, I will have a little more, like, I'll have pictures to edit in, maybe a video clip to edit in. I'm going to do that editing and more of a full report of the day and everything. I'll have a few stories to tell and everything. I'll do that in tonight's Vlogtober, just so for the sake of today being a little bit shorter, like I said, because I am trying to spend a little bit of time with David since he just got home and everything. But ideally, I could have had this video done before he got home, but I just got my squares done for the day. So it just didn't work out that way. But I did want to check in with you guys, let you know how everything went, let you know I got home safe, since you hadn't heard from me. I think I'm just gonna get on with the squares for today, if that's okay. And like I said, I'll tell you more about the concert. Thank you to everybody who said you hope I had a great time. I did. It was a really great concert, I will say that. The boys never disappoint though, ever. But yeah, I'll get into it more tonight, I promise. And yeah, so let's talk about the squares. I am glad I amused some people yesterday with my Keith squares, so with my Cheeto Puff squares, which still amuse me. Like, I know I'm gonna look at this blanket and be like, hey, that's Keith right there. I already know it. Okay, today's squares, I got Eddie, which I'm excited about because I love Eddie. We've been over this in yesterday's video, how much I love Eddie platonically. If you're new to this Vlogtober, what we're talking about and what squares I'm doing is for this project that I'm doing for the month, where I'm drawing names from Stranger Things because of my obsession with Stranger Things. I'm making a square based off of the character or the place or whatever I'm drawing out of there, and how they relate to me, to my fanfic that I write about the Stranger Things universe. And it's going to end up being made from hopefully all of my scrap yarn, or at least a lot of it. And so it's going to be a scrap busting project that is my fanfic Stranger Things advent-y type of blanket. So with Eddie, put that picture up right over here of Eddie.
like I said, love him. He absolutely relates to me as in my character's very best friend ever. And with Eddie, I focused in a lot on his blue jeans and then his hair, which when I made my Eddie doll, like the color actually that I used for his vest, I believe, and then definitely for his hair here, I used those colors here, which this is just an old scrap of I don't even know what, possibly Red Heart, possibly Big Twist value, Joanne's Big Twist value. And then this is Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland. I use this for his hair and I really like it because it almost has like highlights of other colors, so it looks like more of a actual hair, because like hair is never really just a flat color, right? If you really look at it, it's kind of got other like my hair's not just one flat this color, it's kind of got a little bit lighter, you know, even if it's just the light bouncing or whatever, but it's got some dimension to it. So I had used that for his hair. So I used that for the square. So that's my Eddie square. And then I just reversed it because I basically didn't have any of this yarn left. I had actually made, so my Eddie doll's pants, which is covered up by the picture of my little Abby girl back here. His pants in the doll are a stone washed black that I had made, but originally I used this yarn and then realized that his pants were black and his vest was this color. So I had remade them. Well, the pants I kept around in case I ever made a different doll of someone else, like Steve or Hopper or something, which I never ended up making. I had to actually use the last of my scrap ball in this, and I got all the way around the last row to here and had to unravel the pants to use the last of it and then do this square. So I used pretty much everything. I think I have the tiniest little ball, like should another color that I make require the center, I might be able to do 2 centers out of it, maybe. Or maybe like 2 partial centers or something. I don't know. Remains to be seen, but I've used almost everything. It might have to go in like my snake project out there that uses tiny little scrap balls of yarn. Because there's almost nothing left. So I've definitely used up basically all of this. But yeah, so those are my Eddie squares. Eddie! So let us, hopefully this pile, I'm going to start a second pile because this is going to topple over. It's like up to here off of my table. All right, let's draw for tomorrow. Well, tonight, I guess, really, when I record this after midnight. Hopefully it's not a super slow upload or you guys will never get it before the day is up, but I'm trying to make sure I don't miss a day. So we're going to draw the other name, and I'm going to get working on these squares while I hang out with David, or just after. We've got, yes. So I hinted the last time I did Police Chief Hopper, I hinted that there may be another Hopper. I got him. This is Date Night Hopper, which I will find a picture for you right here. Date Night Hopper has the like almost like Hawaiian shirt or like Magnum PI looking shirt-ish, or maybe Miami Vice looking shirt that he wore. He wore on his first attempt at a date with Joyce when he got stood up. Joyce's loss, I'm just saying. But yeah, it was, I believe he said it was cutting edge. That amused me so much. But yeah, it's his look was very in, you know. Hopper loved it. He sent Flo to go get his shirt from Sears, I believe, or JCPenney's. She came back. she came to him at the whole like picket line thing with the little thing from the mall, which was funny because the rioters were rioting the mall. Anyway, it was pretty funny. Anyway. Did I say he sent Joyce? I meant he sent Flo. The police, like, secretary chick. Anyway. Man, do I have scrap yarn in that color? Like, to make those colors? I sure hope so. So I put it in there thinking, like, that's hilarious. I did not put it in there thinking, do I have those colors? I'm sure I have something. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Anyway, I love Date Night Hopper. And Date Night Hopper actually is, see this doll right here? That's his outfit. That was what Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks made for me in last year's Stranger Summer make-along. And she sent him to me after the make-along was done. So I'm growing my collection of Stranger Things crochet dolls. But yeah, so that will be the next square, tonight's square, tomorrow's square. Yeah, I'm going to let you guys go, and I am going to hopefully have enough time to get out of here and play some more craft with the hubs while this is uploading. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.